Hi and welcome to Katie James Pilates. I am Katie and I've decided I want to do a 5-day building habits challenge. So I'm going to be doing 20-minute videos. So you can do one video every day for 5 days and just really build some consistency and habits into your routine and your life. It will make you feel so much more energized for the day, and I really hope that you enjoy it and give it a go. So each day we'll be targeting different muscles. Today's one we'll be doing lots of lower abdominals, some glutes, side glutes, and a little arm finisher at the end. We'll always start with a nice little stretch and breath work. And then if you do want at the end, we have some hand weights. And if you don't have any of these little wrist weights, then you can use anything like this little wrist weight or this little hand weight, or you can use bottles of soap, mayonnaise, sugar, anything that you can get your hands on. As long as you've got two of the equal weight, that would be perfect. Alternatively, just do it body weight if that's too much. The whole point is just to get you moving. So we are going to begin. I've got my timer on and we're going to start in a cross-legged position. So sitting up nice and tall, and then resting your hands on the knees, stretching up and out through the spine, really lifting through out through the shoulder blades, closing the eyes down. We're just going to take some breaths. So taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So breathing in through the nose. Lovely big exhale out. 2 more like this. Just really winding down the mind, just focusing on yourself for the next 20 minutes. Breathing in again. Letting it all go, releasing it out the mouth. And again, one more time, taking a breath in. Big exhale to release. And then we're going to go into some core activation. So opening up the eyes and then just placing your hands onto the rib cage. You can feel your rib cage move. But what we want to do on that exhale, we need to imagine like you're trying to press your belly button into your spine and your ribs are pressing down into the hips. So really squeezing everything together. So taking a nice deep inhale in through the nose. And then exhale out. Really squeezing that belly button to spine. Squeezing for a second and then relaxing. 2 more like that. So taking a nice deep breath in. Big exhale. Feeling those ribs draw down towards the hips, squeezing everything together and then relax. Just 1 more like that. Breathing in. Big exhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then relax. Perfect. We're going to take a nice neck roll here. So looking over to the right, circling the head forwards to the front of the body, over to the side, all the way around the back, and then swapping over, rotating the other way. Really stretching through the neck. Lovely. And just rolling out the shoulders backwards and forwards. Okay, perfect. So we're going to get into some movement. We're going to start on our backs. So feet are on the mat, knees are bent, holding the arms out. We're going to articulate down bone by bone onto the mat. Just give yourself a little wiggle here. And then pressing the arms down into the mat. We're going to lift our legs up into that tabletop position. So 90 degrees, so knees are in line with the hips, feet are in line with the knees. So everything in this class, we're going to do one side and then the other side. So we're starting with that right side. We're going to do all our movements through that right side first. So taking a breath in, we're going to extend and point those right toes. Lower that right foot down towards the mat. And then lift all the way up. So extend and lower down. And then point and lift up. So add in the breath in, really inhaling as you go down and then exhale as you lift. Really keeping that left leg really strong in that 90-degree position. So really turning on those lower abdominals as you lift up through the leg. Okay, just going for 2 more here. Last one. Going to 90 degrees and then placing the feet back down onto the mat. We're going to come into a shoulder bridge, and this time we're going to be lifting that right leg again. So taking a nice breath in. As you exhale, driving through the heels of the feet, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. So almost like you're peeling off the mat bone by bone, squeezing the glutes at the top, tucking those ribs nice and in. Grounding through that left foot, you're going to lift that right leg up to the ceiling, flexing that right foot, and then lowering it down. So it's parallel with the left thigh, pointing and then lifting. So you're flexing as you lower down, point and then lift. So staying here for 6 more, really squeezing through that left glute. Last 5, and 4, 3, staying really strong. Can you lift those glutes up any higher for the last one? And then placing that foot down, take a breath in, and then lower down from the top of that spine through to the middle, and then your hips come down last. Coming back into tabletop. This time our arms are going to be lifted at the same time. So staying with that right leg extending out, our left arm's going to go behind us. So extending that right foot forward, left arm goes behind, and then pulling it back in. So leg goes back to 90 degrees, and then palm faces the other one. So extending out, and then pulling back in. Again, really pulling from those lower abdominals. It's really, really slow and controlled. We've got 5 more like this. So imagining a long line of energy from that middle finger through to the big toe as you're fully extended back. And then exhaling, really pulling back in. Okay, last 3. So as you exhale, really trying to push that belly button down towards the mat. And 2. Staying really strong for the last one. Placing the legs down, arms go down, coming onto our side. So on the side body, so you want to have it that your right leg is the top leg. So our left side body here. So our left arm, forearm is on the mat, lined up with the back of the mat. Knees are in line with the hips. And we're going to start by flexing the feet and then lifting those heels off the mat. So we're going to be opening up that top leg and then lowering back down. Just staying here for 8, 7, 6. Keeping those hips really square so you're not rolling backwards and forwards. Keeping that nice straight line there. It's really strong. Well done. Last 3, 2, 1. Dropping that bottom heel to the mat, keeping that foot flexed. This time we're going to be just tapping that knee down, lowering that top leg, and then raising back up. Again, just checking, I've just realised I've collapsed my shoulder, so lifting up out that shoulder. And then really exaggerating that breath as you bring that leg back up. And as you do it, really squeeze that belly button to spine. Okay, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping that top leg lifted. We're going to circle that knee forwards for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse for 6, 5. Really feeling it here. Whew. 3, 2, 1, and then placing that leg back down, just massaging out the side. Okay, perfect. So we are going to go on to the other side. So back to laying on our backs in that tabletop 90 degrees position. So laying yourself down, grounding the arms into the mat, lifting those legs into tabletop. So we're going to stay left side this time. So pointing those left toes. You can extend that left leg out, down towards the mat, and then pull it back in, lifting that leg. So toes reach down towards the mat, then up towards the ceiling. So inhaling as you go down, exhale to lift. Amazing, well done. We're over halfway through. You're going to feel so strong after this. You'll feel so energized. Your body will feel stretched and strengthened. So really just focusing on our last 8 minutes. Okay, last 3 here. And 2. Pulling those abdominals in for last 1. Coming down. Feet come down to the mat. Coming into that shoulder bridge. So taking an inhale. Then exhale, lift those hips up towards the ceiling, really slow and controlled, peeling that spine off the mat, squeezing the glutes at the top. And then going to ground through that right heel and then lift that left leg, pointing to the ceiling, flexing that left foot. We're going to lower down, thighs are parallel, point and lift. So flex that foot as you go down and then point and lift. So 6 more like this. So really squeezing through that right glute, really staying so strong. Okay, last 4. And 3. 2. 1. Placing that foot down, squeeze those glutes up, lifting the hips up as much as you can. Take a breath in. And then exhale, peel yourself down to the mat. And then lifting those legs back to 90 degrees. Arms come up this time. So we're going to go into some dead bugs. So your left foot is going forwards, your right arm is going behind you at the same time. So inhale, reaching behind you. That left leg goes forward, toes are pointed. And then exhale, pull back to center. So we're going here for 8 more. Last 6. So really as you pull that knee back in, as you exhale, push that belly button down towards the mat. Last 4. 3. 2. And 1. Placing the legs down, arms come down. We're going to come back onto the side body. So laying on that right side and then have your left leg as your top leg. So lining up the top right side of the body with the back of the mat, and then knees are in line with the hips on your forearm, and then left arm is in front, flexing the feet. So lifting the heels up off the mat, gonna open up that top knee and then close it back down for 8, 7. So keeping those hips in line, really using that breath to draw that core in, and 5. Keeping strong through that shoulder. Last 2. Amazing work, guys. Just so close, just so close. And final one, dropping down that bottom leg, keeping that top leg raised, foot is flexed. Going to lower the knee down and then raise back up. Again, staying really, really strong and lifted for 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping that top leg lifted. We're going to circle that knee forwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying lifted, reversing that knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, amazing, 3, 2, 1. And then can you hold it and pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Give yourself a nice little massage. We're going to come onto our knees, grabbing our weights. So if you have hand weights, just roll them on to your wrists. If you have bottles of anything, then you can hold them outright, but I want your palms facing upwards. So you're in a kneeling position, and I'm just going to turn to the side just to demonstrate the first movement. So your elbows are in towards your rib cage, palms are facing out, and then you're going to be leaning back whilst opening up, extending through the arms, and then pulling yourself back in. Okay, just really slow and controlled. Really squeezing that belly button to spine, keeping that core engaged, squeezing the glutes. Keeping those arms nice and tight towards the body. Okay, last 6 and 5, 4, 3, really using that breath as you pull yourself back up. The last one. We'll turn and face you. We're going to come into a cactus position. So arms, so elbows are in line with the shoulders, and we're going to pull those palms together, staying in line, and then back out again. Again, keeping that core nice and engaged, squeezing the bum, squeezing the abdominals. So really using that breath. So inhaling as you come out, and then exhale to close. Really strong, guys. This is our last little section, and then we are finished. It's so gorgeous. The sun's shining. I love it. Okay, we're staying here for 4 more. And 3, 2, 1. Open out. We're just going to pulse up towards the ceiling, our fingertips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come together, and we're going to pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing the arms out. If you're holding onto anything, just hold it with the palms facing down. And we're just going to circle forwards for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, feeling it here. And reverse no circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you hold it here and just pulse up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering the arms down towards the thighs, palms facing forwards, rolling through the shoulder blades, reaching up towards the ceiling. So staying here like this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. And then placing the hands down, removing the weights. We're going to come into a nice child's pose to finish. So knees are wide, walking the hands out towards the end of the mat, taking a breath in, So tailbone is really resting down on the heels, really stretching through the shoulder blades, taking a breath in. Big exhale to release. One more breath in like that. Exhale out. Walking the hands into all four positions. We're just going to take a quick cat-cow here to finish. So taking a breath, so you're going to look up towards the ceiling and then tilt the pelvis down towards the mat. So sticking your bum up towards it, up in the air. And then tucking that chin to chest as you exhale, arching through the spine. Gaze is at the thighs. And then rolling through the shoulder blades, tipping the head up towards the ceiling, sticking your bum up in the air. Inhaling and then exhale, tucking that chin to chest, arching through the spine. And then coming back into a nice cross-leg position. That's 21 minutes in total. Whew, we did it. Day one, you're building habits, stay consistent. Just be proud of yourself today for what you've done and giving yourself that 20 minutes of movement. I'm so excited to do this with you, and I will see you for day two. Thank you, bye.